Hey guys, Steven here with Longevity X. I want to talk about pushing and pulling and how if we're going to maximize our strength, those are the two motions of the body that are going to give you the best results, because those are the two most natural motions that we do. We push away from ourselves, push up, right? We push with our legs, we stand against gravity. We push ourselves up the stairs, push ourselves out of the couch, out of the chair. Okay? And we pull, right? We pull towards us. When we lift something, we got to pull it up. We got to stand and pull, right? It's just a row and a push, okay? And a vertical lift and a squat, okay? So those are the ones we got to focus on the most. And if you want to build the most amount of strength, focusing on one set. So this is assuming you're using variable resistance. So the resistance is much heavier at the top and it's much lighter at the bottom. So if I'm doing a squat, I want to be able to put a full force load that I'm capable of almost at extension with my legs through the top of my squat. This can be hundreds of pounds. Even for, someone who is over 50, you can still do hundreds of pounds. I see it every day. People come in, a guy yesterday, even at 190 pounds, we learned that 4.2 times your body weight is the trigger to build bone. And, he's like, that's 840 pounds for me, even at 200 pounds. What, 840 pounds? Well, how am I? No way. I've never done that. Never leg pressed that, ever. He comes in, I think he did 1,124 pounds. I think that was his score, 1,124. First time, brand new, 76 years old. And he's pushing over 1,000 pounds with his legs, because that's what we're capable of in the biomechanically optimized position. We can't hold 1,000 pounds on our leg press or our squat. Why? Because we have to move through a full range of motion. So if you want to maximize strength, you can't let your strongest position be limited by your weaker position. And we do that with weights. We don't load our body for what we can handle in our strongest position. We load for the weakest position because we got to move it through the weakest position. So if we load more than the weakest position can handle, we wouldn't be able to lift it. Okay? So when you're focusing on this using variable resistance, you want to do one set to the full degree of fatigue that you can, which is like setting a personal record. It's like setting a personal best with total force output capacity. So that means you're trying to hold it at the greatest degree of tension for the longest amount of time. Okay? So we're moving it fast up to get it up to the top quick, and then we're going to move it back slow. You move it fast up, you're moving it back slow. So you're increasing the amount of total volume because of total resistance. You're keeping it out at extension longer. Okay? So with pushing and pulling, that's how we're going to maximize strength, and it's going to be one set. And the reason it maximizes the strength is because it's going to overload or fatigue the strongest position first, and then you're going to push it out, and it's going to be the secondary position that's going to fatigue. And you won't be able to get it out there after a while. And then you push it a little more, and you fatigue. And you push it a little more and fatigue, and a little more. And you see it starts to work its way back, and you fatigue in 4 or 5 different positions, and that is going to maximize your strength in just one set. You do that 3 times a week. One set of pushing, one set of pulling per muscle group that push and pull, and your strength can explode. It can go through the roof. You can gain hundreds of % in total strength in just a matter of weeks. So if that's exciting, drop the word strong in the comments. I want to hear from you. What are some ways that, what are some of the best strength routines that you've seen? And maybe you've tried them, maybe you haven't. But let me know in the comments, okay? Type the word strong if you want to double your strength in the next 6 weeks. Okay? What we want to think about now is doing one set, and you want to go for a personal record. So it's maximizing the total amount of reps that you do, and it's also maximizing the total volume or force output that you do. Okay? See you on the next video.